If you're on foot and it's wet and cold, this little tin could be the difference between life and death when used in conjunction with a couple of other items that you probably already own. And even if you don't, they're cheap enough not to break the bank and should be in everyone's get-home bag or even their day sack. In this video, I'll show you exactly what they are and how to use them to stave off hypothermia. My name is Alan and I promote disaster preparedness, aka prepping. Let's crack on. Many get-home bags seem to be packed like bug-out bags, and that, in my opinion, is wrong. You need to carry less, have the ability to move faster and get home as quickly and as safely as possible. So no tents, stoves, hammocks, sleeping bags, sleep pads, axes and 25 cutting tools. In my opinion, they're really not all needed, are they? First up is a poncho. Mil-spec poncho, pretty much the preferred go-to for emergency rainwear or emergency shelter. If you haven't got the space or the inclination to carry this type of poncho, then grab a Mylar poncho. Much stronger and better than the thin polythene ponchos. Both help to maintain the body's core temperature and reduce the loss of heat via convection. Second item, a black bin bag. This one's 50 or 60 litres, just the one, that's all you need. You can use it to reduce heat loss via conduction to the cold wet ground. Third item is a candle and a lighter, either a specific survival candle or a regular tea light. They come in various burn times from 4 to 10 hours. Beeswax releases less nasty chemicals when burnt, but are a little bit more expensive. And remember, always light your candle and blow it out before you decide to pack it. A charred wick is much easier to light than an unused one, especially when perhaps you're freezing cold and dexterity is a problem. And of course, if you've got this far, please remember to give us a like, and if you're not a subscriber, hit that subscribe button. Let's crack on. Now you know the items that are required, I'll explain how to use them. The poncho, either type, mil-spec or the Mylar, wear it. It's that simple. You're unlikely, in this scenario of trying to get home quickly, to be erecting a plough point or a lean-to because you're unlikely to be camping. You'll be using it worn, sitting against a tree, fence or wall to take a breather. Next up is the bin bag. We're going to fill that up with anything at hand. It could be leaves, moss, ferns, cardboard, scrunched up paper, bubble wrap, whatever you can find within your environment. And remember, it pays to look for resources whilst you're actually travelling home. Fill the bag. Ideally, you want it to be at least 4 inches thick when compressed. Now it's the candle. Stick your poncho on, place your bin bag at the base of the tree fence or wall. That's what you're going to be sitting on. Raise your knees and dig a little hole in the ground roughly level with your kneecaps. Then, when your legs are bent, light the candle and place it in the hole and then cover up with the poncho. That little microclimate will now heat up by at least 10 degrees centigrade, 22 plus degrees Fahrenheit, and it will warm you and dry your clothing. Now obviously there is an element of danger here, so keep your face outside the poncho and don't fall asleep. If you don't trust yourself with a candle, then a body warmer or two. These are activated with oxygen, a bit like the disposable hand warmers, and you stick them on your clothing, not your bare skin, as they can cause burns. They can get up to 55 degrees centigrade. They last hours and they're reusable. Stick them in the Ziploc, starve them of oxygen, then they can be used again. Wear your backpack to offer some additional padding and insulation against the tree or the wall that you're leaning against, and Bob's your uncle. Now this idea isn't a new one. It was actually invented donkeys years ago, and I do mean donkeys years ago, by a group of cavers that used a large polythene bag and a candle for the same effect to prevent them getting hypothermia. I know that Neil over at Greencraft did a video last year about it, so check that out. And fairly recently, Jason from On Free did one as well. Right, well that is it. If you like my content, give us one of them. If you're not a subscriber, please do hit that subscribe button. A lot of my videos are watched by people that are not subscribed, and I want to get that sort of the information and the videos out to a broader audience. I'd be really grateful if you hit the subscribe button. And of course, I'd love to read your comments. Do you prefer the lightweight approach, A to B as quickly and safely as possible, or are you one of these that has to pack everything, including the kitchen sink? Stick it down there and let's have a read. Take care. See you soon.